This matter comes on for a first appearance. Mr. Rohr, correct me if I'm wrong, but formal charges have not been filed yet?
That's correct, Your Honor. The defendant was arrested. Formal charges have not been filed. By my calculation, I believe it will be due to the court at 3:30 on Monday.
Thank you. Mr. Mercer, anything you would like to say about that?
Not regarding that issue, thank you.
So the court has reviewed a affidavit in support of a warrantless arrest. The court has found probable cause for the arrest. Specifically, I see that Mr. Watts was arrested for 3 counts of first-degree murder, each a Class 1 felony, and 3 counts of tampering with a deceased human body, each a Class 3 felony. Again, these are only charges that are named in the affidavit in support of the warrantless arrest. It's the district attorney's office who will ultimately decide what charges, if any, are going to be filed. And Mr. Mercer, would you like me to advise your client of his rights pursuant to Rule 5?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So, Mr. Watts, I would like you to listen carefully to the rights that you have, okay?
Thank you.
And so first, you don't need to make any statements. Any statements you make can and may be used against you. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to counsel. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you are indigent, you have the right to request the appointment of counsel or consult with a public defender before any further proceedings are held. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Merson is the head of the public defender's office, and he is going to represent you today and potentially in the future. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any plea that you make must be made voluntarily and not the result of undue influence or coercion. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Right now, charges have not been filed, so this is a limited advisement. I intend to bring you back next week once formal charges are filed on Monday, so I can give you a full advisement. But I will tell you that at this point, the court is not authorizing any bail. Once I know what the official charges are that are filed by the district attorney's office, I'll inform you the nature of the charges. If charges are filed, you have the right to a jury trial, and you have the right to demand and receive a preliminary hearing within a reasonable time to determine whether probable cause exists to believe that you committed any of the charges that are filed by the district attorney's office. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I believe that your lawyer has filed about 16 or so motions on your behalf, including a request for a preliminary hearing. Do you agree, Mr. Merson, that that time period, that 35 days to have a preliminary hearing, doesn't begin until your client appears in court next week once formal charges are filed?
I agree.
And I have not seen, correct me if I'm wrong, a proof positive, presumptive great written motion by your office.
Not at this point, Judge.
Okay. Okay. And so would you like me to further advise your client of any additional rights?
No, thank you.
Mr. Rourke, what kind of conditions, if any, are you requesting for the protection order given the circumstances?
Judge, I'm going to defer to Mr. Wren.
Mr. Wren?
People are simply asking for the standard protection order under Title 18 at this point, given the deceased nature of the victims.
And I assume based on the no bond hold, the issue of possessing or having access to or control over a firearm or any ammunition is a non-issue until and if bond is authorized.
That's correct.
Thank you. So, Mr. Watts, I am going to issue a protection order pursuant to Colorado Revised Statutes 18-1-1001. It's going to state that you not harass, molest, intimidate, retaliate against any witness involved in this case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you were to violate this mandatory protection order, it's a Class 1 misdemeanor. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And could we talk about some of them? I realize that things are happening very quickly. Motions were filed today. There hasn't been a lot of time to object or to file responses. Mr. Merson has filed a number of motions, some of which potentially may be time sensitive. My intention is for the parties to come back to court next Tuesday so I could advise Mr. Watts of his formal charges that are filed no later than 3:30 on Monday. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be requiring the prosecutor to file a response between now and Tuesday, or whether we can resolve some of these issues now. For example, the preservation of certain evidence, like police notes, handwritten notes, like touch DNA evidence, things of that nature.
Your Honor, I think we can address some of these pretty quickly, but certainly not all of them. We would be asking for time to file a written response to some of them.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about the time that elapses between now and Tuesday, and I want to make sure that the evidence that's being requested to be preserved is preserved.
Understood.
So, for example, can you, any objection for me to order that all law enforcement, both state and federal, that were involved in this case, preserve their handwritten notes? Any objection to that?
No.
So I will grant that request. Did you read Mr. Merson's motion with regard to touch DNA?
I believe that was filed under seal, and I have not seen it.
It was suppressed, so they should have had access to it.
Gail, Christy, could you print out a copy for Mr. Red? Again, I appreciate the fact that this happened very quickly, and so let me get you a copy of that, a hard copy of that, and then you can review it and let me know what your thoughts are. Is there an autopsy that's scheduled to be conducted in the near future?
Not yet.
When is that, Judge? What motion is that?
It was a
16.
16?
Yes.
While we're waiting, Mr. Merson, I noticed that
Actually, I'm sorry to interrupt, Judge. It was D17.
D17?
Yeah, sorry.
so I see that your motions are numbered, but I'm missing 9 through 15.
Yeah, I basically counted them and then started off. There were some other people in my office that had filed those other pleadings and not numbered them.
I just want to make sure I'm not missing something.
I don't think you are. I think many of them many of them concern the media issue. On the way over here, the deputies advised the court had already ruled on that. So to a certain extent, some of that is moot. But if we are going to take a D17, in light of the fact that the affidavit is still sealed, I would ask that the court seal the courtroom and just allow the parties to argue that, because it will require me to talk about information in the affidavit.
Well, why don't we give Mr. Wren an opportunity and let me know whether, without talking about the substance, whether he has an objection or not. It's really more of putting the prosecution on notice than anything else. Why don't you read it first and let me know what you think.
This motion is.
You can give to the prosecution.
Steve.
Extra.
I might. It was one of the. So, I did add the house to this. So the D17 will have the house on it as well. But that's the gist of it. At this point, I'm concerned about whether or not it's not. It's been released by law enforcement. Okay. When was that? Late last night. Okay. All right. That's because that part of the motion would be good at this point. Mostly concerns what's in this motion. So, okay.
If I could take a moment to read this.
Mr. Mercer, anything associated with the copy? Mr. Wren?
Thank you.
I'm okay with continuing it. I just don't want there to be any time-sensitive issues between now and next Tuesday that we should have handled today.
I think we need to address it today.
As I indicated, Judge, at this point, there's not an autopsy scheduled or autopsies. I don't know when that might happen. I don't know if it would happen before Tuesday or not. With respect to this motion, and does the court want to address Mr. Merson's concerns about clearing the courtroom, given the sealed nature of this, or may I speak for you?
Well, it was I think it's based on the sealing of the affidavit in support of the warrantless arrest, and so it was your motion to seal. So if you think the reasons why you requested the affidavit to be sealed are going to be compromised, we could do this in camera. If you believe it's not, then we can talk about it publicly.
I'm not worried about the compromising nature of the affidavit. I will tell the court and make a record that the prosecution has provided Mr. Merson with a copy of the affidavit, despite the fact that it was sealed to the public.
I am concerned about this being discussed in a non-in-camera setting. My concerns revolve around the issues I brought up in the objections to expanded media coverage. It's an ongoing investigation at this point. I have concerns about, what would be discussed and how that would implicate Mr. Watts' right to a fair trial and his due process right. So my request is that the court seal the courtroom so we can discuss this.
Mr. Wren?
Leave that to the discretion of the court.
It seems to me, based on everything I've heard, that the affidavit is going to be released at some point. It was the prosecution who requested the sealing of the affidavit. They're not concerned about this being compromised, the investigation being compromised. And so I think we can talk about this publicly. Mr. Wren?
And when you say talk about this, are we still talking about
Yes.
D17?
Yes.
Which was also filed under seal.
Yes.
So with respect to paragraph number 3, Judge, our concerns relate to the way this is worded. As the court knows, the pathologist goes through a very extensive process when conducting an autopsy, much of which is governed by statute. I think most of what he's asking for is standard procedure for an autopsy conducted in this jurisdiction and would be done. However, I have concerns about the way this is phrased in that it orders collection of trace DNA and touch DNA from certain areas of bodies that at this point we don't even have, frankly. Second, we don't know if that trace DNA is going to even exist if we have the bodies. So there's no way to order us to find something that may or may not exist.
I think when I read the motion, it essentially is putting the prosecution on notice that at some point they may be in possession of exculpatory evidence, and it's their duty to make reasonable efforts to preserve that and ultimately provide that to the defense. And so I think they're on notice by the mere fact that we're talking about this, that Mr. Wren got a copy of the motion, and if this becomes an issue later on, we can litigate this, and there's some pretty significant sanctions for the destruction of exculpatory evidence. Okay, so that will be the ruling of the court.
Your Honor, may I ask one clarifying question? Because the way that the motion is titled talks about the collection of touch or trace DNA at 2825 Saratoga Trail as well as during the autopsy, but the body of the motion does not. I want to make sure that Mr. Merson is aware that the home where the homicides were alleged to have occurred has been released by law enforcement, was released as of about midnight last night. So even as we stand today, we are not in a position to be able to go back in and collect trace DNA from that home. So I just want to make clear that, that the ruling of the court does not require us to do anything affirmative with respect to the home.
And Mr. Wren advised me that the government is no longer in control of the home, so I'm aware of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With regard to the motion for protective order, essentially for nobody to speak to Mr. Watts other than his attorneys and investigators and support staff, I'm assuming there's no objection to that?
Correct.
You'll put law enforcement on notice on that issue?
Yes.
Okay. Any other time-sensitive issues that cannot wait until next Tuesday?
Nothing from the beginning.
Mr. Merson?
Can I just have 1 second?
Sure.
Nothing further. Thanks, Judge.
Okay, and I would just respectfully ask that if you file anything between now and next Tuesday, certainly into the future, if you could advise your office of this, if there's more than one lawyer working on it, please number every pleading that's filed, and for the prosecution as well, maybe you can use letters. And that way I know that I'm not missing something. That would be wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll see, let's pick a time next Tuesday. I know everybody's really busy. I just had some time open up. And so what's a convenient time for everybody to be here? I'm also going to be asking if there's victim rights compliance today and see if there's a more convenient time for whoever the victim rights representative is.
we have been in communication with the family of the victims. We are in VRA compliance with that, based on that effort. At this point, we don't have any specific times that are good or bad for the family, but we will certainly contact them as soon as we leave and clarify their availability for next Tuesday.
How about the attorneys? What's a good time for you to be here on Tuesday?
Anytime, Judge. I'll make it work.
The motion's hearing in Division 12 at 2 o'clock. That'll probably last an hour, otherwise I'm free.
How about 10 o'clock?
That's fine.
Okay.
So the plan is next Tuesday, 10 o'clock, we're going to know whether the prosecution filed formal charges or not, and the deadline for that would be Monday at 3:30. I will give Mr. Watts a more detailed advisement, and then we'll decide what the next step is going to be. Does that work for everybody?
Yeah, one more thing.
Yes.
I would just ask the court order that the prosecution give the defense notice as to if an autopsy is to be scheduled, when that is scheduled, so that we can file the appropriate motions. I think you can appreciate why we would want notice of that.
Yes. Any objection to that?
Not as to the notice issue.
Yeah, I'm not going to be ordering that they, at this point, I'm not ordering that they be allowed to be present during the autopsy. Why don't we say 48 hours notice? Is that reasonable?
Yes, and if I learn that information over the weekend, I'll email Mr. Mercer.
Is that okay with you, Mr. Mercer?
That's fine, thank you.
They wouldn't do the autopsy over the weekend, though, would they?
No, I don't believe so.
They would?
They're going to try to get it done soon. So 48 hours is probably not going to do it. Because they make their decision.
We've all certainly seen autopsies scheduled less than 48 hours after the bodies are recovered. So we will do our best to comply with the notice requirements as soon as we learn the information.
Who would be making the decision on when to perform an autopsy?
The coroner's office.
So can you communicate with them that there's an order that there would be 48 hours notice, and if they, for whatever reason, can't comply with that, you'll let Mr. Mercer know?
Is the court ordering that the autopsy not be conducted earlier than 48 hours after the recovery of the bodies?
No.
Okay.
What I'm saying is I'm ordering that you notify the coroner that there's an order that Mr. Mercer is entitled to 48 hours notice, and if they are intending to perform the autopsy sooner than that, they need to let you know before it starts. You can give Mr. Mercer reasonable notice.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you can think of between now and next Tuesday that we can resolve today?
Nothing from the prosecution.
Nothing from the defense, thanks.
Okay. All right, we'll see you next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. When we are at this.
What I'd like to say to the court is that Shannon, Bella, and Nico are loving, caring people. They love life. They love being around people who love them. They always had good times. This is the first time they went to the beach this year, and they loved it. But God only knows what happened that night. Life will never be the same without Shannon, Bella, and Celeste and Nico. Had all their lives to live. They were taken by a heartless one. This is the heartless one, the evil monster, who dare you take the lives of my daughters Shannon, Bella, Celeste, and Nico. I trusted you to take care of them, not kill them. And they also trusted you. the heartless monster, and then you take them out like trash. You disgust me. They were loving and caring people. You may have taken their bodies from me, but you will never take the love they had for me. They loved us more than you will ever know, because you don't know what love is. Because if you did, you would not have killed them. You monster, thought you would get away with this. I don't know how. The cameras do not lie. You carry them out like trash of the house. Yes, I seen the videotape. You buried my daughter Shannon and Nico in a shallow grave, and then you put Bella and Celeste in huge containers of crude oil. You heartless monster. You have to live with this vision every day of your life, and I hope you see that every time you close your eyes at night. Oh, I forgot. You have no heart or feelings or love. Let me tell you something. I will think of them every day of my life, and I love them every day of my life. Prison is too good for you. This is hard to say, but may God have mercy on your soul. I hope you enjoy your new life. It's nothing like the one you had out here. May the courts have no mercy on you. It's hard every day. It hurts in so many ways. I have heard people say that you're not a monster. No, you are not. You're an evil monster. Thank you. Love you, Shannon, Bella, and Nico. Love you, Pop and Dad. And one other thing. And Shannon says she is super excited for justice today. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. The past 3 months, I barely slept because I've been going through a lot of different emotions because I did not see this coming. You went from being my brother, my sister's protector, one of the most loved people in my family, to someone I will spend the rest of my life trying to understand. What gave you the right to put your hands on a woman, let alone my best friend, my beloved sister, your daughters, and your son? Why weren't they enough for you? In the blink of an eye, you took away my whole world, the people that mattered to me the most. Everything in my life I loved, your children. They trusted you. They loved you. They looked up to you because you promised to keep them safe. Instead, you turned on your family. My blood is boiling as I write these last words because they are the last you will ever hear from me. I can't even think of the right words to describe the betrayal and the hate I feel. And to be honest, you aren't even worth the time and effort it takes to put my pen to this paper. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't cry for my family. They were my whole world. All I do is ask myself why. Why would you do this? You don't deserve to be called a man. What kind of person slaughters the people that love them the most? Did you really think you would get away with this? Did you really think that this was your best option, to throw away your family like they were garbage? They deserve better, and you know it. I hope you spend the rest of your life staring at the ceiling every night, being haunted by what you've done. None of us deserved this. Hearing my mother and father cry themselves to sleep in this hotel room causes me anguish that is beyond words. I can't describe how this feels, how badly my heart is breaking for my poor parents. We trusted you. You have taken away my family from this earth, but you can never take them from my heart. You took away my privilege of being an uncle to the most precious little girls I've ever known. I will never hear the words Uncle Frankie again, but you will never be called Dad again either. You'll never be able to put your hands on another woman, let alone my best friend, my beloved sister, and your son. I just can't comprehend how they weren't enough for you. Shanann, Bella, and Cece loved you more than anyone. You were their hero. How could you destroy the people who loved them the most? I pray that you never have a moment's peace or a good night's rest in the cage you'll spend every day of your life in. A cage you are privileged to live in because my family isn't evil like you. We begged the district attorney to spare your life because despite everything, we believe that no one has the right to take the life of another, even someone like you. I feel sorry for your family. I know the pain that they must feel knowing that they can't hug you, because that's how my mother, father, and I feel every time we cry for our family. Nothing hurts more than watching or hearing my family weep for their loved ones. I just wish that I could tell that you would tell the truth, but I know that that is asking for more than you are capable of. I stayed up all night writing this statement.
I don't sleep because of you. My life will never be the same because of you, but at least my conscience is clear. I get to live free, but I can't say the same for you. I haven't slept in 2 days because I've been anxiously waiting for this moment, the moment I get to tell you how I feel, how this has affected my family and I. My family and I can finally grieve after today. If anything, we will come out of this stronger today than we were before, and we will continue to pray for your family. Sincerely, Frankie Rusick.
Thank you, Mr. Russo.
I wanted to say thank you for this moment. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who has prayed for our beloved family, who has sent gifts, cards to us from all over the world. I know God will put the evil people where they need to be. I also want to take the time to thank the town of Frederick, Greeley, FBI, the DA's office, the CBI, for exceptional work. We thank Nicole Atkinson, Shannon's neighbor, Nathan, and his family. To me, they're our heroes. They really are. God bless. God makes no mistakes on who he puts in your life. Marriage is about love, trust, and friendship and unity. We marry for sickness and health, to death do us part. Our daughter Shannon loved you with all of her heart. Your children loved you to the moon and back. Shannon's family was her world. Shannon put a crown on your head. But unfortunately, the day that you took their life, God removed that crown. We loved you like a son. We trusted you. Your faithful wife trusted you. Your children adored you, and they also trusted you. Your daughter Bella Marie sang a song proudly. And I don't know if you got to see it, but it was, Daddy, you're my hero. I have no idea who gave you the right to take their lives. But I know God and his mighty angels were there at that moment to bring them home to paradise. God gives us free will. So not only did you take the family of four, your family of four, you took your own life. I want the world to know that our daughter and her children were so loved by us. There will always be protected by God and his mighty angels. I didn't want death for you because that's not my right. Your life is between you and God now, and I pray that he has mercy for you. From Shannon's mother, Bella Marie, Celeste Catherine, and Nico Lee's Nana. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm Cindy Watts.
Ron Watson.
Thank you. And I have authorized you to make a statement to the court as paternal grandparents of the children. And if you choose not to make a statement, but your designee, Ms. Powers, chooses to, she can do so as well. How would you like to proceed
Can I
today?
read that? I want you to start, but I would like to read
Who's
that.
going to be speaking today?
Your Honor, initially, they've asked me, and they're hoping that they have the strength to speak, but if they do not, they've written out their statements and asked me to finish for them. So
That would be fine. Who would like to go first?
if I could start, Your Honor. On behalf of the Watts, Your Honor, and to the community, we thank you for the opportunity and the recognition under the Victim Bill of Rights. We come today as the grandparents and the parent of the daughter and children whose life was taken in this case. We are not here to ask for leniency. We are not in any way condoning or tolerating the crime that has occurred and the pain that has been caused. We join in our daughter-in-law and grandchildren's family in saying this should never have happened. This is not condonable. This is something that we will never get over. We appreciate the consideration that everyone has paid, most especially the families that have lost everyone. We appreciate that they begged for Christopher's life. We agree and echo what they have said, that it is not his place to take anyone's life, nor would it be our place as a community to take his life. So we thank you for the opportunity and for every consideration and effort that's been put out. The prosecution in this case has in fact respected the Victim Bill of Rights. They took the time to explain that the information that my clients had at the time that they were interviewed was not correct. They were misinformed. They were searching for answers. They were not intending to cause any pain to anyone. And they appreciate that the prosecution answered their questions and gave them the time and the respect and the consideration so that they could tell this court and everyone in this community that the interview content was not their message, that they accept that their son has done this, that they accept that he chose to plead guilty, that he sought and requested their consent and agreement for a life sentence. They appreciate that he is given the opportunity to serve that life sentence. It is his responsibility, it is his sentence, and it is not enough to make up for what has done. We understand and we join the family in that we have questions. We don't know how such a thing could possibly happen, or that a man that was responsible for raising his children and protecting his wife would take the steps that he did, and that he would disregard their bodies and the love that he had for them and they had for him and everyone else, and take the gestures and put this community through the investigation and the discovery and the responsibility of bringing justice. We do not understand that. We do not think it was appropriate. We cannot begin to think that an explanation will ever justify it. My clients indicate that they understand that a full opportunity for a confession with all of the responsibility and accountability has not occurred. And they support the family and the request that that happen, if not today, at an appropriate time, in an appropriate manner, so that everyone can have peace, to understand to the best of their ability the details that they need and to have their questions answered. And by giving this opportunity of a life sentence, we hope that he embraces that moment. That had the death penalty been pursued, there would not have been an opportunity to be accountable and to give a full confession. And had the death penalty been sought, counsel would have fought for his life, the prosecutors would have been engaged in a multiple-year battle, the families would have been torn apart, this community would have had to subsidize it and endure it, and we have so much respect and gratefulness that that did not happen. We would strongly encourage Christopher Watts to give that full confession in the tone and in the timing that he thinks is appropriate with the guidance of his counsel. We feel that it would be appropriate and helpful to ease the pain and the suffering. But we also say we don't think that there's anything that he can say that will ever account for his behavior. There's nothing that can be done to cure the harm he has caused. And he has the responsibility to serve his sentence with dignity and with regard for everyone, and to spend every breath that he has left in an atonement for what he has done. Do you want to read it?
If I could just have you state your name for the record.
Cindy Watts.
Thank you.
My name is Cindy Watts. I am the grandmother of two beautiful granddaughters, Bella Marie, Celeste Catherine Watts. I am also the mother of Christopher Watts, who I will be directing most of my statement to. First, I'd like to begin by recognizing the absolute horror of this crime and acknowledging the devastating loss that both the Rusek family as well as our family have faced. Our families have been irreparably broken by the needless deaths of Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico. This is something we will never get over. We will always mourn the loss of our family, and in that we are united in our grief. I am still struggling to understand how and why this tragedy occurred. I may never be able to understand and accept it, but I pray for peace and healing for all of us. Now to my son Christopher. I have known you since the day you were born into this world. I have watched you grow from a quiet and sweet, curious child who Bella reminded me so much of, to a young man who worked hard in sports and later mechanics to achieve your goals. You are a good friend, brother, father, and son. We have loved you from the beginning, and we still love you now. This might be hard for some to understand, how I can sit here under these circumstances and tell you, although we are heartbroken, although we can't imagine what could have led us to this day, but we love you. Maybe you can't believe it either. As the Lord said in Jeremiah 3:31, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore, I have continued my faithfulness to you. And you, as your mother, Chris, I have always loved you, and I still do. I hate what has happened. Your father and sister and I are struggling to understand why. But we will remain faithful as your family, just as God remains faithful because of his unconditional love for us all. We love you, and we forgive you, son.
Thank you.
Judge, if I could read Mr. Watts' statement.
Yes.
My name is Ronnie Watts, and I am the grandfather of Bella, Celeste, Nico Watts, and I am the father of Shannon. I am the father of Christopher Watts as well. And one of the most important things I've done in my life is to raise my children and to watch as they started their own families. I spent many years coaching Little League and talking to my son, taking him to the races, and sharing my love and knowledge of cars with him. He was just as involved with his girls. I believe he loves his girls. I know he does. This tragedy has impacted my family in so many ways. Beyond losing my precious grandchildren, our beloved daughter-in-law, we are forced to question everything. We still don't have all the answers, and I hope one day, Christopher, you can help us. Chris, I want to talk to you as a father and son. You are here today accepting responsibility, but I want to tell you this now. I love you. Nothing will ever change that. And I want you to find peace. And today is your first step. The Bible says if we confess our sins, God is faithful and just and will forgive us. Chris, I forgive you, and your sister forgives you, and we will never abandon you, and we love you. Dad. Judge, thank you for the opportunity to address the court.
Presiding.
Good morning, and welcome to be seated. Okay, we are on the record. We are in Division 17 of the Weld County District Court, and we are here regarding Weld County case number 18CR2003, people of the state of Colorado versus Christopher Lee Watts. My name is Marcelo Cupcow, a district court judge here in Weld County, and I will be the presiding judge in this case. If I could please have the lawyers identify themselves in the record, starting with the prosecution.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Rourke on behalf of the people.
Patrick Roach on behalf of the people. Rotor John Walsh on behalf of the defense. Jim Burson on behalf of Mr. Watts. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Rourke, do you want to make a record regarding compliance with the Victims' Rights Act?
Yes, Your Honor. We are in compliance with the Victims' Rights Act. Frank Rusick, who is Shanann Watts' father, is present in the courtroom, as is Frankie Rusick, who is Shanann Watts' brother. They are present in the courtroom, and we have advised them of the purpose of today's hearing and what we expect to occur.
Thank you. Mr. Watts, last week I gave you a limited advisement because charges had not been filed. They have now been filed, so I'm going to give you a full advisement. If at any time you have any questions, please let me know, and you're welcome also to certainly consult with your attorneys, okay? So, you do not need to make any statements. Any statements you make can be used against you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to be represented by counsel, and if you're indigent, you have the right to request the appointment of counsel or consult with the public defender before any further proceedings are held. And I see that you've taken advantage of that right. Any plea that you make must be made voluntarily and not the result of undue influence or coercion. You understand?
Yes, sir.
At this point, I have denied your right to bail, given the charges. You can certainly have a conversation shortly about that issue. You have the right to understand the nature of the charges. We'll go over them in a moment. You have the right to a jury trial. You also have the right to demand and receive a preliminary hearing within a reasonable time to determine whether probable cause exists to believe that the offenses charged were committed by you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I assume that the defense has received a copy of and that crime is classified as murder in the first degree, a class 1 felony. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Count 2 alleges murder in the first degree, also a class 1 felony, and it reads that between and including August 12, 2018 and August 13, 2018, Christopher Lee Watts unlawfully, feloniously, after deliberation, and with the intent to cause the death of a person other than himself, caused the death of Bella Watts in violation of Colorado Revised Statutes 18-3-102, subsection 1, subsection A. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Count 3 alleges murder in the first degree, a class 1 felony, and specifically it alleges that between and with the intent to cause the death of a person other than himself, cause the death of Celeste Watts in violation of Colorado Revised Statutes 18-3-102, subsection 1, subsection A. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Count 4 alleges murder in the first degree, a class 1 felony. It alleges that between and including August 12, 2018 and August 13, 2018, child who had not yet attained 12 years of age and the defendant was in a position of trust with respect to the victim in violation of Colorado Revised Statutes 18-3-102, subsection 1, subsection F. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Count 5 alleges murder in the first degree, a class 1 felony. It alleges that between and including August 12, 2018 and August 13, 2018, had not yet attained 12 years of age, and the defendant was in a position of trust with respect to the victim in violation of Colorado Revised Statutes 18-3-102, subsection 1, subsection F. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
With regard to these first 5 counts, the minimum sentence that the court could impose if convicted is life imprisonment in the Colorado Department of Corrections, and the maximum the sentence is death. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Let me also point out that pursuant to Rule 32.1 of the Rules of Criminal Procedure, the prosecutor would have to file a written statement of intent to seek the death penalty no later than 63 days after arraignment. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If a life imprisonment sentence was imposed, it would be without the possibility of parole. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Count 6 alleges a Class 2 felony of unlawful termination of pregnancy in the first degree. Specifically, it alleges that on or about August 13, 2018, Christopher Lee Watts, with the intent to terminate unlawfully the pregnancy of a woman, namely Shanann Watts, feloniously and unlawfully terminated the pregnancy of the woman. Further, the woman died as a result of the unlawful termination of the pregnancy in violation of Colorado Revised Statutes 18-3.5-103. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The possible penalties, if convicted for this crime, is a mandatory minimum 16 years in prison up to 48 years in prison, followed by an additional mandatory parole period of 5 years. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Count 7 alleges tampering with a deceased human body, a Class 3 felony. It alleges that on or about August 13th, 2018, Christopher Lee Watts, believing that an official proceeding was pending, in progress, or about to be instituted, and acting without legal right or authority, unlawfully and feloniously, willfully destroyed, mutilated, concealed, removed, or altered a human body, part of a human body, or human remains with the intent to impair it or their appearance or availability in the official proceedings in violation of Colorado Revised Statutes 18-8-610.5. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Count 8 alleges also tampering with a deceased human body, a Class 3 felony. It alleges that on or about August 13th, 2018, Christopher Lee Watts, believing that an official proceeding was pending, in progress, or about to be instituted, and acting without legal right or authority, unlawfully and feloniously, willfully destroyed, mutilated, concealed, removed, or altered a human body, part of a human body, or human remains with the intent to impair its or their appearance or availability in the official proceeding in violation of Colorado Revised Statutes 18-8-610.5. Do you understand? Yes, sir. And finally, count 9 alleges tampering with a deceased human body, a Class 3 felony. It alleges that on or about August 13th, 2018, Christopher Lee Watts, believing that an official proceeding was pending, in progress, or about to be instituted, and acting without legal right or authority, unlawfully and feloniously, willfully destroyed, mutilated, concealed, removed, or altered a human body, part of a human body, or human remains with the intent to impair its or their appearance or availability in the official proceeding in violation of Colorado Revised Statutes 18-8-610.5. With regard to counts 7, 8, and 9, those Class 3 felonies carry a presumptive range of 4 to 12 years in the Colorado Department of Corrections. If there were sufficient mitigating circumstances, the minimum could be as low as 2 years. If there were sufficient aggravating circumstances, as many as 24 years. And any prison sentence would be followed by an additional mandatory parole period of 3 years. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Do you have any questions about what I've said so far? Yes, sir. And Mr. Merston, has your office filed a written intent to seek a proof evident presumptive rate hearing?
Not yet, Judge, but we will be filing that. This case will be Mr. Walsh's and Ms. Harold's. They were the attorneys listed on the, I believe, the most recent pleading from the defense.
Okay, thank you. And I would point out, Mr. Watts, that the prosecution also indicated in the complaint and information that these were acts of domestic violence. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. And so, Mr. Walsh, what is your request today?
Your Honor, considering that we haven't received any discovery of the case, we're not in a good position at this point to advise the court about what kind of time we'll need. My suggestion to the court is that the court allow Mr. Watts to reserve the preliminary hearing in the case, reserve the proof evident hearing, and set the matter for a status conference about 60 days out.
So just to be clear, he is waiving his right to have a preliminary hearing within 35 days, that he's not seeking a proof evident presumption rate hearing prior to the setting of the status conference in about 60 days, but he's reserving his right to have those hearings in the future, but not necessarily within 35 days. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor, we've spoken about those issues.
And do you understand what we're talking about, Mr. Watts?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about that? Okay. And Mr. Rourke, do you have any objection to that request?
No, Your Honor, that seems like the prudent way to proceed at this point.
Okay. Let me give you a date that, how does, so 60 days is about October 20th or so. I have October 11th. Does that date work for the parties? I can go a little bit further if you like as well.
I think a little bit further would make sense, Your Honor. Thank you.
How about November 19th. While we're waiting for lawyers to look, let me make a record that the court's going to find that Mr. Watts is knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waiving his right to have a preliminary hearing within 35 days. And while he has not asked for a proof evident presumption grade hearing yet, I'm told that he will, but he's not requesting that hearing prior to the status conference that we're setting today. Agreed?
Yes. That date works fine with the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, I spoke to the Rusiks, and that is fine with the people as well as the victim's family.
How is late morning on November 19th?
Anytime, Your Honor. Late morning is fine.
Very good. How about 10:30?
That'll work for the people.
And that will be in Division 16. I apologize for the bouncing around of division, but my courtroom obviously is not big enough, and I will keep you updated on where the divisions are going to be, but the next court date will be in Division 16. Are there any other questions, comments, concerns, anything that we can address today before us recessing?
I think there are a couple of things outstanding, Your Honor, and first I wanted to address one very ministerial point of clarification with respect to the standing decorum order that the court entered yesterday. By its terms, and when the court defines the applicable areas, that includes my office, specifically the boundaries of the district attorney's office. I just wanted to make a request for clarification that the terms of this order do not apply to the conduct that occurs within my office itself. Agreed. Thank you. Otherwise, I have provided a copy of this to the employees of my office, and we will be providing it to law enforcement after this hearing is fine.
Thank you. I also intend on issuing a case management order later today, so be on the lookout for that.
I don't know if the court has the desire at this point this morning to address a couple of the other outstanding motions that the Public Defender's Office has filed that we had entered or filed responses to. We have not addressed motions 2, 3, 5, and 7. And those are the defense motions 2, 3, 5, and 7. And for the record, our responses were C, D, E, and F.
I don't have those motions in front of me, but I know that I issued a number of written orders yesterday. Did you receive those?
I received written orders, but not as it relates to those 4, so perhaps they just haven't reached my desk yet.
If they haven't yet, I will issue a written ruling. We'll be getting it shortly. I issued a number of orders yesterday.
Your Honor, does that include, I did get the order on motion 5 and motion 7. Does that include motions 2 and 3 then that the court would?
Remind me what 2 and 3 are again?
Motion 2 is the motion to allow confidential defense experts to be present for any testing. And we did have a bit of additional argument on that if the court wanted to hear it. Motion 3 is a motion for a protective order.
I prefer they put it in writing, and then I'll issue a written order with regard to that. Is that something that's time sensitive?
I think it could be, Your Honor. I can't speak for the district attorney, but it could be.
I can tell the court, understanding what Mr. Walsh is referring to in motion number 2, it is not something that is going to occur in the next day or 2, so it's not time sensitive in that respect.
So you'll be received, if you want to put something in writing, you're certainly welcome to, and I will issue a written order in a timely manner.
Does the court want to give us a deadline for that?
Sure. When would you like to file a response?
I can have it done in a day or 2.
Okay. And so do you have control, Mr. Warren, as to when the testing is going to occur?
Absolutely. I can certainly make clear to our forensic agents that pending the litigation or the receipt of a court order on this, that we will not do any forensic testing.
That'd be great. So did you want to have time to file a reply to the response?
If necessary, if I could have 3 business days to file a response to whatever Mr. Walsh files in the next couple of days, I would appreciate that.
Okay, so Mr. Walsh, can you have something filed by close of business tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so close of business on Monday, Mr. Warren?
Yes, sir.
Then I'll have something to the parties by midweek next week.
Thank you.
Any other issues that we can resolve today?
Not for the people, no.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, we are in recess. Thank you for your time.
just who they were.
Tell them how much fun it is.
It's amazing.
This place is nuts. It is phenomenal. We're gonna go have some fun. Get to hear what's coming out. It's absolutely exciting. Hey everybody. So Chris and I are sitting here
What's going on?
waiting to board our flight to Miami, and then we're gonna fly all the way back home to see our girls in Denver. So we're super excited. It's been a wonderful, wonderful, amazing experience this week. Lavelle definitely outdid themselves. Literally, this place has been paradise. We've had amazing days, spent the days at the beach, at the pool, on Sanoa Island. We went to the spa. Where else did we do? All the different lounges at night, all the different food. Hi, Sharon. The amazing, amazing food. I mean, seriously, I think I gained 10 pounds while I was here.
15.
Hey, Kevin. But it's been super amazing. We took it all in. We had a blast. We had a wonderful cocktail party on Friday night with Lavelle. Super inspiring. I can't say how great this trip has been. This trip is definitely by far one of my favorite trips ever. And I got to spend it with my husband. That's the best part. We earned this trip. All inclusive. I mean, you can't beat that, you guys. Everything's paid for. Your drinks, your food, everything by Lavelle. So it's been super amazing. We probably had 15 hours of sleep the whole week. It's been fun. We got to mingle with our families and all our friends that we've created through Lavelle. It's been awesome to also see people that have been following me and were able to pull me out of a crowd and say, hey, are you Shanann? And that's been so awesome. Like, so awesome that I've been able to inspire people like that. So we are grateful, extremely humbled, and blessed. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Hit it down
Hit
there.
it, Bella. Hard. Hit it hard.
Bend down and hit it. Come on. Oh!
Nice.
Oh, she wasn't hit it, Chris.
Hit it hard. Oh, she did that, Chris.
Nice.
She did.
Say hi, guys. What up? This is Cece downtown Denver, like cruising on Chris's shoulder. She's definitely working him. Hi, Cece. Cece's been taking a wear tear on Chris's shoulders. Cece.
Where you going, Steve? Where you going, Beth?
Come on, Bella.
Yeah.
Celeste.
Bella. Come on, B.
Bella's falling asleep too. Doesn't want to walk.
Doing the crab walk. Crab walk.
I'm sorry. Oh, torture your children. Make them walk downtown Denver. Poor kids. Poor daddy's shoulders. Cece. Oh, thank goodness. It turned out nice. We're just talking April. They're going to do another lifestyle getaway. I guarantee one's going to be here in Denver one day. That'd be awesome. Right, Cece?
Oh yeah. You having fun, CC? Yep.
Yeah. Are you dancing?
Dance, dance, dance. Go, CC, go.
You're asking for it, dude. Bella said Papa's her best friend.
Bring it on, come on, come on.
Cece's breaking Daddy's shoulders. Cece. There's Mimi and Papa with Bella.
Yippee.
And downtown Denver. So different when it's not late at night. Alright guys, we're gonna head out. So I'm gonna get 8 ounces of water real quick. Hold on. Do you want to get a cup?
Got Dieter here. He's not leaving us alone. What's up, babe? Say hi. Look, there's Dieter. It's really cool packaging they got too. I like it.
I like 4 or 5 pieces of ice cubes, like 3 or 4 pieces of ice cubes in mine. Can't smell it. But look. I'm so excited for you, Shannon. I'm going to shoot you a message when I get off here. I just put the kids down. Don't mind me, guys. I'm in my pajamas already because it's bedtime.
It smells good.
Oh my god. Smell that.
That's good.
Christina says it tastes like my favorite ice cream. I'm so excited. I love green mint ice cream. It's my absolute favorite. And it's not just mint ice cream. It has to be green mint. Because, yeah, I'm weird like that. So, I am so excited. And all you do is shake, shake, shake. Kids are down. They're going to be jealous because, yeah.
They love
it's
candy
just sick.
cane.
I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. It does smell like my favorite ice cream. I'm only going to give Chris a little bit because I don't think I'm going to want to share this. Ready? Here it goes.
Oh yeah.
It's just like mint ice cream. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely amazing. It literally tastes, if you guys have ever had green mint ice cream, it tastes like green mint ice cream, like just like it.
Delicious.
That is really, really good. I don't know why he's crying.
He wants
to sit on the car. Charlie, it tastes like green mint ice cream. Have you gotten yours yet? Oh my god, it's so good. It's like 7 o'clock at night here. I love this. This is going to be like my dessert at night. Hey, Lisa. I'm not ignoring you guys. If I didn't see your message, I'm sorry. It is amazing. Absolutely, positively amazing. This is probably my new favorite. Like,
oh, wow.
Michelle, it's amazing. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try this tomorrow. So be prepared. I'm going to go live tomorrow. I'm going to try it with this. Hold on.
Uh-oh. What are you trying? Oh.
Cafe. Oh my goodness, it's going to be amazing. Oh, Chris, that stinks. It's amazing. Let me just tell you, it's absolutely positively amazing.
Are you talking to me?
No, different Chris. There's a lot of Chris's. Hey, Melissa, did you get yours yet? It's so good, girl. Michelle, when's yours? Look when it's supposed to be delivered. Okay, that's absolutely amazing. Candy cane lifestyle mix. Candy cane lifestyle mix, and it's healthy. Like, seriously healthy. Oh my goodness, it doesn't get better than this. They never, never, ever disappoint. Never, ever. I'm so excited. Okay, you guys, so that is our candy cane lifestyle mix. It's absolutely amazing. I know they sold out, so I don't know if they got more coming in. I do have three extras if I'm willing to share.
Yeah.
So anyone wanting to start the Thrive experience, I have 3 extra candy cane for you. Herb, I got you covered. It's so good. Like, seriously, mint ice cream. Green mint ice cream is exactly what it tastes like. Like, amazing. I'm going to actually blend this tomorrow with some ice. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be a little
Like
treat.
Ice cream in a cup?
Except for it's not green. But
Yeah.
it's delicious. It's really, really, really good. Okay, guys. Tomorrow morning, be prepared. I'm going to go live with cafe and candy cane. Cafe, candy cane. Happy mama right here, because I'm baking tomorrow. You guys saw what I'm baking. Should I tell you guys what I'm baking? Listen, you're going to be at work, so you can't taste test. Who wants to know what I'm baking? A free candy cane lifestyle mix individual for whoever can guess what I'm baking. Specific. Chris doesn't even know.
I know.
Nick Thayer does, but he's not going to tell anybody because he can't win. Nobody? No guesses? Nothing? Zilch? Nope. Herb. You got to look at my picture. You can get the hint on the picture. You got to be specific, though. Like, specific.
Is it red velvet something?
No. It's not about you this year. Cassie, it's so good. You'll have to find out, because now I'm going to have cafe tomorrow and my lifestyle mix, and it's going to be amazing. No pumpkin rolls. Nope. Keep guessing, though. Okay, so I'm going to go. I have a lot of follow-up to do. I have a couple more people to help get started. And Shannon, I'm going to message you just so we can make sure you're getting you're starting tomorrow. I'm so excited. You're going to love it. Don't notice how great you're feeling tomorrow. Don't notice how amazing the mental clarity is going to be tomorrow. And don't notice that extra energy you're going to have, because it's not going to happen. Nope. No, Dawn. Dawn, we need to get you started, girl. Hey, Tracy. So, that was amazing. That was like my dessert for the night. Super excited. Don't mind my pajamas. I'm still in my pajamas. Or in my pajamas. And they're my onesies. I saw there's a onesie bar crawl, which should be fun. Alright, so stay tuned. Close, Chris. So, tomorrow morning, be prepared. I might wait till the kids go to school because they're not going to want me to not share. So, tomorrow morning, stay tuned. You guys have a wonderful night. I am feeling good. I just had that delicious dessert, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Say bye, Dieter.
Ruff.
Don't choke him.
I'm trying to get his hand up.
Poor Dieter. He wants his mommy. I think that's about it. Today's Sunday. Chris ran at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday on his day off. What'd you do, 5 miles? Well, come over. So, it's amazing what you can do with Thrive and how it gives you the energy and mental clarity. How are you watching and you're sitting right here?
I'm right here.
Weirdo. So Chris has lost a significant amount of weight since you started Thrive. How much?
50 pounds.
And he's in a medium. He went from a 2X to a medium. And that was before, most of it was before Duo.
Oh yeah, all of it was.
And Duo is new. So, filling in those nutritional gaps, helping your body, feed itself with the premium nutrition, helps your body crave less. You definitely eat healthier. We haven't changed our diet. As you see, we've eaten banana butter bread this week. We've had brownies. And, I'm sneaking in candy corn here and there. So, it's amazing. Thrive has a lot of benefits for everybody. Go Chiefs. Who won that game a couple weeks ago?
I believe the Steelers won that game, if I recollect.
Love you, Jess. I'm waiting. She's a diehard Chief fan. Diehard. So if you guys want more information, if you are looking to try it, shoot me a message. If you're one of Chris's friends, shoot him a message and he can get you some more information as well. We have 2 spots left for either the cafe for free or your DFT, regular DFT. So shoot me a message. Thanks everyone for hopping on. I see a lot of my faves are on here. Nikki, I sent you a message. Amy, I saw your message. I'll respond back here in just a minute. Who else is on that I missed? Okay. So Amy's sending us some Steelers stuff. I gotta send her some money too. Thrive Forever. Yes, yes, it's amazing. So Christina just jumped on. Hi, Christina. Hey, I'm sending over Cece's smallest jersey for you to put on Coral. Tell DJ if he doesn't have a jersey for her, we're getting a
Palomalu jersey.
Palomalu jersey. Perfect size for Coral. It still fits Cece, so tight. So you better tell DJ he better hurry up and get her whatever jersey you guys like. So Amy, that's coming your way too because Cece's growing out of it. It's a Palomalu 12-month jersey, but it still fits her and she's a chunk.
It's good luck jersey.
It is a good luck jersey, so we haven't parted with it yet because it's good luck. So, does anyone have any questions that's new and would like? You can use credits today, so if you have Laval credits, you can use credits to buy the Duo, DFT Duo. So yeah, I think that's it. Anyone have any questions?
Going once, going twice.
I forget what else I was going to say. I want a cafe right now with my lifestyle mix though. All right. So McKenna will have plenty of time to wear it because it's, you know how they're larger. They wear larger, so. All right, so shoot me a message. I'm going to go celebrate with a piece of banana nut bread. Just kidding. Maybe. So if you guys have, shoot me questions if you guys have any questions. Thanks for hopping on. Go Steelers. And talk to you guys soon. Hey, Christina, call us tonight about 6:30 our time. No, Eastern. 6:30 our time? Yeah, 6:30. We'll start the chant. Oh, girl, she's teeny tiny. It'll perfectly fit her. If Cece's wearing this now and she's in 3T, she'll totally be able to wear it for a while. It's just worn. It's definitely worn. Bella's worn it. Cece's worn it. It's our favorite jersey. So, anyone? Oh, that's what I want to say. Anyone is interested in earning over $1,300 in legit cash and bonuses, shoot me a message. Company offers a huge incentive. Perfect time for Christmas. So if you're ready to start, it's free. You can promote the company for free. You can be a customer for free. So shoot me a message. I'd love to help you. I'd love to give you at least the information so you can kind of decide what you want to do. You can thrive for free. We've been thriving for free for 20 months. So super, super awesome. So talk to you guys later. Hey, Jess. I saw you hop on. I think that's it. If I forget, I'll come back. We'll come back with Cece and Bella later, and we'll do the Here We Go Steelers chants because they love it. And Amy, we'll have to get you in FaceTime in, and we can do it together. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Hey, beautiful. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Hi, sir. Good. I'm Officer James Frederick, PD. What's your name? Nice to meet you. So we're just waiting for our sergeant to come over, and we'd like to go through your house. Are you okay with us searching through your house? All right. We'll have you sign a consent form. We just want to see if you left a note or anything inconspicuous, something like that.
All right.
So if you're good with that, we'll have you sign a consent form allowing us to search your house, and we'll wait for our sergeant to get here. But we'll grab that. You don't plan on going anywhere, right?
No, I was just going to walk around the neighborhood just to clear my head.
Okay. Which company do you work for?
Anadarko.
Anadarko. What do you do for them?
Operator.
So you work like 7 days a week?
5 and 2, like Monday through Friday. I'm doing 8 and 6 next month.
Okay. So today is Monday?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Let us grab that form, and then
Okay.
we'll wait for our supervisor, and then you can either stay here or you can go walk the neighborhood, whatever you'd like. We can look through it. All right. Let's go grab that form. We'll be right back with you, okay?
You have to stay here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You got one?
I think so. So Chris, it's your house. You can go inside with us if you'd like, or you could stay out here. It doesn't matter to us.
Doesn't matter. I mean, free reign, just whatever you got to do.
Okay.
Like I can chill on the decks on the side of the sun, but
Okay.
it's cool.
All right. Whatever you'd like. How long have you guys been married?
So we've been together 8 years, married 6 this year.
Okay. And this is very unusual behavior?
Yeah, we can get that dog out of here.
Okay.
She's gonna flip.
On the counter right here.
Okay. So when you guys come home, do you usually use the front door or the garage door? How do you guys?
I usually open the garage door, come in.
Okay.
She uses front or garage. It just kind of depends.
Okay. Is that a ring out there?
Oh, that was.
No, the doorbell, is that a ring
Yeah,
doorbell?
like when you got a visitor, it does. But I don't think the speaker is on to where you hear it. Like by.
Okay. I guess my question for you is, would it show her leaving with the kids? Did you have any alerts?
If she came out here, yes. Like if.
Did you have any alerts today with that?
Just when her friends were here.
Does it only record when the doorbell rings, or anytime
If
someone?
you're like right here, it should just start. The proximity should hit up.
Okay. And if you had anything on that today?
Just her friends.
And what time was that?
12:10 and about 2 minutes afternoon.
Okay. But nothing between the time when she got here.
No, like she got here at 2. Only thing
This morning?
Yeah, 2 o'clock this morning. So
Okay.
like 1:48 on here. And the only thing that was weird was that the garage door said it was left open after I left. And it might have been the sensor, but like my phone doesn't show when
For
if it
your
shuts.
alarm?
Yeah, it doesn't show if it shuts.
And who's your alarm through?
Vivint.
Okay.
But the Nikki, her friend that came here about 12:10, she said the garage door was shut when she got here.
Okay.
That was the only thing that was weird.
All right. Were you going to hang out there, or you want to come in here?
I'll stay right here.
Okay. Where's the purse at?
On the counter.
I'm still recording, so.
Yep. Look through this.
Whose phone is that?
I believe that is his. Blum overtook hers. That's vomiting.
Is that a diary, or what is that?
It's for work, I believe. say that right, but it's talking about like motivation stuff.
How did you say the kids were?
Forest.
This is very neat for having 2 little kids. Who's got asthma?
I don't know. Kids need medication too, and apparently she didn't take their medication either.
Celeste. This is all their medication.
That's
Yeah,
the kid.
Celeste, the kid?
Mm-hmm.
That's albuterol for a nebulizer. Something for an inhaler.
Find an ID?
Yeah. We already out here. Nothing in the car.
In the basement and everything, too?
Dispatch Frederick 988. Can you log 528 Zebra John Victor? Hello? They are really organized people. But everything's like super organized.
The only thing you're missing are the kids' blankets.
What's that?
The only thing that's gone is the kids' blankets, like the binkies. That's why they won't go anywhere without them.
So they are gone?
Yep. Car seats are in the car. Keys are in the igniter on the center console of the car. For cash, all of our ID, everything's still here. Phone's here.
See if that one's unlatched. Locked.
Was it in the car? Just came out the door then?
Yeah, press that thing and see how long it takes. So she doesn't have any family or anyone around here?
Neither of us do. They're all back in North Carolina. We moved here back in 2012. Came out here to visit some friends during Thanksgiving, fell in love with the place, moved out here a few months later.
Does she have any friends around here?
Just friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got friends in Frederick, Erie, Aurora, that part of Erie, Broomfield, Parker.
Have you tried to contact any of them?
Oh yeah, we've exhausted every option. The last thing I'm going to do is hospitals. Hotels. There's so many, but
And no one's heard from her today? Have you checked your bank accounts?
that's another thing I was going to do because I don't have access through here.
Let's go check those and see if she pulled any cash out or if there's any strange charges or anything.
Okay.
Can you log?
I can't log in because she does all the finances.
Okay.
So I know her password. I just don't have her user ID. I'm not sure what she would have used that way. Sorry, my phone's just blowing up right now.
No, you're fine. Who do you guys bank through?
USAA and Chase.
Can you call them and see if there's been any activity? Any withdrawals or anything? And then the suitcases that she came home this morning with, which ones were those? Was
The
the
black one that's sitting right there.
Not the one in the bedroom?
That was from the last trip, when we just got back a few days ago from North Carolina. She went to Arizona like 2 days later. That was when we just got put back down in the basement.
You guys don't have any stockpiles of cash or anything in the house that she would have had? If she needed cash, she needed to go to the bank to get it?
If there is, I would not know about it. I mean, if there was, I didn't know.
Do you know how much cash she usually carries with her?
It's usually not, maybe like 100.
Your turn signal's on.
It's been on. May have to turn and hurry.
Dispatch, Frederick 988. Can you log Queen Frank Tom 682? Is this the truck you always drive? Yeah, you can go in the house, yeah. I don't know, there's no computer in it, so I don't know how the GPS, if it's computer.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Did it say what it was for? No, it said Target. And there was a taxi cab limousine purchase posted on the 12th. That was on Chase. It was like $15. It was various kind of big taxi cab limousine service.
Does she have a passport?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure where she keeps that one.
kids have passports?
No, they're old enough.
How old are they?
4 and 3.
Yeah, they're on.
Oh, they are. No, they haven't traveled anywhere other countries.
Yeah, you have passport for all of them.
Oh, okay.
So that taxi cab service, did you guys use anything like that? Because that might be Uber.
And if you look through here and see if all of her cards are here?
He doesn't know
I don't know how many she has. She has different ones than me as far as credit cards go. Like we have the same debit cards, the same account, but like
These are debit cards?
yeah, those are the same account.
I got a picture of all of them.
Then, do your kids have like a favorite pair of shoes that they normally wear?
Favorite pair of shoes?
Yeah.
No, they have all their shoes are in the closet right here. They
Do you know which ones they normally wear? Like,
it's like a flavor of the month thing, honestly. Like, it's whatever they want to wear. I say pick your shoes and they just go through them. Bella's on this side, Cece's on that side.
sure.
Your kids take any medication?
Cece takes Singulair and Omeprazole.
How often?
Singulair is every night for allergies, and Omeprazole for like the acid reflux.
Is one of them on inhalers?
They haven't done it since they got back. I think it might have ran out because the last one I saw had 0 on it, so we hadn't refilled that one yet.
From North Carolina?
Yep.
And when did you guys get back?
I think it was, I went back to work on the 8th, so we got back on the 7th.
Okay.
And then she left for Arizona on Friday and got back last night.
And she had the kids with her last night?
Yes.
Or you had the kids?
Oh, I had the kids like all weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. They went to a birthday party yesterday over at a friend's house down the street.
And then, is someone sleeping in the basement?
I did a few times the separation thing. I just
How recently?
probably about 2 nights ago, 3 nights. Well, when she was here, so probably last time was Thursday night, Friday.
Okay. And then your kids, do they sleep in their own beds
Yeah,
or do they sleep with you guys?
Those 2 adjacent rooms, they connect to that bathroom.
You're lucky.
We know
very lucky right now.
Comforter and sheets and stuff are off in the master bedroom.
I know. So like when she got back from the airport last night, usually like she just jumped into bed. Like most of the time when she does that, she'll want to wash the sheets the next day to get the airport off them since she just came off the airport.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of.
But they were still on it when
Oh yeah,
she
she was
was
in bed. Yeah.
So you were in that bed last night?
Yeah. I was up there because the monitor and stuff was up there. I was waiting for her to get back home.
And then she works from home? Is that right?
Yes, direct sales.
Okay.
So she works from phone, anything, the computer.
And then is that the office she uses for work?
Oh, she can do anywhere in here. She can sit on the couch.
Oh, okay. She doesn't have like a designated area?
No.
All right.
She can go anywhere.
And you can't think of anywhere she'd want to go? She go for walks around here?
No, I go for runs. She doesn't really do anything as far as going for walks or anything.
And you've talked to all the friends you guys have around the area? And what was the conversation this morning you guys had?
It was about selling the house and the separation.
And how'd she take that?
We were both pretty emotional. I was both crying.
And then did you see her before you went to work? Did you say anything to her?
When she went back, like when she told me she was going to go to her friend's house and be with the kids, take the kids with her.
Oh, she told you she was taking the kids to
Yeah.
her friend's house?
Yeah.
She didn't say who, though?
Oh, no. No, but she was still in bed when that happened.
And this was after the conversation?
Yeah, it was between like 4 and 5 a.m. I woke up about 4 o'clock.
What time did she get home?
1:48.
So did you guys sleep for a little while, and then?
Oh yeah, like I was passed out when she got home.
And then did you wake her up?
Yeah, when I got up.
And that's when you discussed
Yeah,
the
'cause
issue?
I didn't want to do it like over a text or over a phone call. I wanted to be face to face with her.
How long did that conversation last?
Probably like 30, 45 minutes.
And then you went to work?
Mm-hmm. I left about 5:15, 5:30, right in that time frame.
And then she said she was going to a friend's house with kids?
But she was still here when I left.
You went to a job site, or you went to the main plant, or where'd you go?
I went to location first.
Where was that at?
By Hudson, over there, east of Hudson.
And there was someone there at the time when you got there?
No, not. One of the operators, he had an issue there on Friday, about to run over the weekend. I went over there just to kind of verify what kind of issue he was having, see if I could fix it. Then we went to a pumping unit across the ranch over there. I was there most of the day. That's when I got the phone calls and text messages and came home.
Are you guys on like County Road 49? Where are you guys at?
Oh, like, you know where like Roggen is?
Yep.
Yeah, out there.
Who's ranch are you on?
Serby.
Okay. I know where that's at.
So what kind of tools did you have to load up in the garage?
It was just mainly I got my water bottles, my water jug, my computer, book bags. I had my containers full of just my O-rings, all that stuff, just putting it all in there because I took it out all out.
Do you load it up every day?
I'll just like on the Monday, like after I get all that stuff, because I had an issue where somebody stole all my tools out of my truck. My pipe wrenches are gone, my socket set's gone, what else? My wrench set's gone. Like we had an issue. That's why I parked my truck in front of the neighbor's house for like a few days, just to see if like I could see if anybody was breaking it, tried to break into my truck again. It was my fault. I left it unlocked. So as far as the toolbox is on the back.
So on the weekend you download your stuff?
Everything out?
Mm-hmm.
And then on Monday you load it
Oh
back
yeah,
up?
I just put it all back in, just to kind of get everything out of my truck, clean it out a little bit from the whole week, because it gets filthy in there.
How long? You guys lived here since 2012 or a different house?
No, like, so 2012 we moved here, lived in a friend's basement in Broomfield.
Okay.
And we closed on this house. It was built 2013 in May, and that's when we moved in there.
Okay. Does she have any other friends in this neighborhood?
I mean, we haven't talked to many people around here, honestly.
It's mostly in Erie
Yeah,
and Broomfield?
Erie, Broomfield, Frederick.
Where at in Frederick, do you know?
So we had, they just lived up here in Frederick Way. They actually just moved down to Thornton, Nick and Amanda Thayer.
Okay.
Nikki, she lives up, the one that was here, she lives in Frederick.
The one that dropped her off?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she lives like over there building that new stoplight, that bridge over there.
Right. Okay. And you have no idea of what friend? Do all your friends pretty much have kids the same age?
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to...
It's really hard. I mean, I've exhausted every option I know of as far as friends goes. Like, Nikki knew more of them because she's a woman. And that's about as far as we could go, as far as all the friends that we could think of.
All right. So if you talk to some of her friends, tell them that we're looking for her, and we just need to make sure that she's okay. And she can call us. She doesn't have to call you. That if that's what she's worried about.
You know, you're trying to get a hold of her and she don't want to talk to you, so have them refer her to us if they know where she's at.
Okay.
Saying.
Just so whatever's going on between you guys, that's between you guys. And she doesn't want to talk to you, that's fine. We just don't want to waste resources looking for her if she's actually okay. So, like, if you can relay to the friends, hey, I understand she doesn't want to talk to us, at least have her call the police so that they know she's okay.
Okay.
Type deal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That way that we know that she's okay, and whatever's going on between you guys can kind of figure that out.
Okay.
Type deal. Do you have any questions for us before we get out of here?
Mm-hmm. I mean, call area hospitals, call hotels. That's about, I mean.
Someone said she was diabetic?
She had her friend Cassie in Arizona. She's a nurse, and she had low blood sugar when she was down there. That's why I brought that up.
Oh, okay.
She never had seizures or blacked out or anything.
It was just like, that was a long time ago before I even met her. She had a horrific car accident. They think she might have blacked out or had a seizure. They just couldn't really figure it out. Like, she just had a car accident. She just So they're out of the car.
And you have his contact info?
I think the detective did.
Yeah, Dave got all of
Okay. And if you hear, did you get a card or anything?
For the detective, yeah.
Okay, so there's a dispatch number on there.
Okay.
If you hear anything from her, call that number and let us know, and it'll just go straight to our dispatch, and then an officer will call you right back.
Okay.
That way, our main concern is to make sure she's okay and the kids are okay. So, if you hear a peep from her, just call us, and we'll call you, or leave us a contact number to reach her so we can talk to her.
Okay.
Type
What's
deal.
your date of birth?
5/16/85.
What's that?
5/16/85.
85?
Yes.
What's the phone number for you?
Do you want my card or anything?
I'll take it.
Okay. And I'll just underline that number. Just call that number, someone will answer that phone 24/7.
Okay.
So,
sweet.
and then just leave your contact info and an officer will call you right back.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the Dillon, they're there, about 20 miles from us. They're 10 and 7, and CC now is 4 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're all there playing together, had fun in the pool and stuff, all this stuff. And, my other grandchild went there and get some ice cream up there.
Mm-hmm.
And which ice cream had been in there all week, up at a higher level, which some of them had nuts in it, so we needed to keep it up there. And there's one little single serving things type deal.
Yeah.
And my other granddaughter got one. And Cece started crying and stuff, and she went all off on her saying, it wasn't fair that one can have it, the other one didn't have it type deal, and all this type of stuff. And she went stomping off, and I went there, she went, you're just trying to kill my child. Told to my wife she was trying to kill the child.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife said, man, you really think I would try to hurt one of your children type deal and stuff? And she ended up leaving and not coming back for the next 4 weeks. And then had no contact with her, kept seeing grandkids, and nothing else.
Okay.
And that was, what, 5 or 6 weeks ago, type deal. But she was just, like my son was telling me, said she has these mood swings and stuff, and she just said I don't realize how unstable she was.
Who said that?
My son did.
What age is that?
That was one of his told me that's, a few days ago, whatever. Yeah, that's the way she is. She just bipolar, 0-16, no time.
And when did you first start hearing about that?
Well, I've seen that before, just like that with the ice cream deal, and then she was fine, and all of a sudden come back screaming at my wife, just trying to kill my child and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So just a little thing like that, really nothing.
So with that in mind, how was their relationship in your opinion?
Well, my son told me a few weeks ago, he said he just didn't love her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he told her that he wanted to get, when he was going to tell her he wanted to get a separation, which he did that before they come back from the beach this last time. When I was down there, we was at Myrtle Beach, there was at North Myrtle Beach, 5 miles apart, and still thinks his kids.
Yeah.
That deal, and he knows his kid.
When did he tell you that he didn't love her anymore? Said it a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Well, he said he should have done this a long time ago, but he said it just wasn't working, and just like her being pregnant, she said it was all Christopher's idea, getting pregnant again. And Christopher said it was all her idea.
Did Grace want another child?
No, he always wanted a son, but
Did they know the gender?
Not yet.
No.
Well, she was sending me a sonogram, it's been 4 weeks. That was down here, right after Chris seen me, what did she send me? Picture. That was right before they went back to Colorado, went back up here, put it that way. Sent a picture of sonogram, she just wanted to share a new picture of a new baby. And we hadn't talked to her in 4 weeks. And all of a sudden, boom, sends a picture of a sonogram. which they had done when he got back here.
Did Chris mention anything about his girlfriend?
Not till today.
No.
I have no clue.
What can you tell us about Chris just as a person, you know, growing up and raising him and
He was, I'm gonna say, he stood it always through school and everything. He loved sports and everything. He played football, baseball all the way through junior high and front of high school and stuff. He was one kind of child, really. I mean, never had a problem, no nothing, no problem with drugs, no nothing.
did he exhibit any signs of like mental health issues? Was he ever depressed? Was he ever medications for anything like that?
Not to my knowledge.
Did you ever get the impression that he was maybe depressed or anything like that and should be on meds, or was it not? So pretty healthy?
Yeah, he was smart. He look at him now, I'm healthy. But that's another thing. Way back when they first got together, her ex-husband, or whoever she was married to before, was kind of big, bulky type dude. And she more or less wanted Chris to look like him. I mean, I don't know what the purpose behind that was. I have no clue whatever, but I mean, she went from one extreme to the next. And next thing she wanted to lose weight and get skinny like that. She was kind of out there from the get-go.
Chris had mentioned to Graham, I believe, that he had lost a lot of weight recently.
Yeah, because he was looking at me and we'd FaceTime with him a lot and stuff till it was in the last month or so, whatever. And he'd be out and running, running and lifting weights and stuff. I mean, way back when, he used to lift weights all the time when he was in school and stuff like that. And he was pretty well cut by then.
Did he mention anything about how he was feeling? Like, was he feeling happy? Was he feeling better about himself? Did he have more confidence? Or was he doing it for any particular reason?
I figured it was something she was doing him. Want him to get fit for that trial stuff. Finally, they just pushed out a new thing of weight loss patches and stuff. So I figured he was just doing that to satisfy her for their images, because she was all about images.
You don't think he wanted to be putting all that time and effort towards getting in shape and so forth?
No, but he always liked to stay in shape. From day one, I remember back in, he was like 7, 8 years old, he was playing, moved up to tackle football, and had a weight limit, had to weigh in for every game. And the first game, he was 5 pounds over. So then he come home with a trash bag on, he got on the treadmill, and never missed weight again. But that type of person is, I mean, he's dedicated, do whatever it takes. There's a little post that I seen on Facebook the other day. That was, what's his name, all his dates and stuff, it was all through that thing. It was one day last week or this week, which I can't, most of our stuff's blocked now, as far as on her stuff. Bella and Cece had these balls down about this tall, about 3, 4 foot tall, whatever. We got like the name on one is Anna, one of them frozen people, whatever type deal. And had it laying on one of the couches with a sheet over it, from the head to the toes, saying that the girls did that. And I've been around enough and played with them enough up there and FaceTime enough, they'd get the babies out and lay them on the floor, pillow there and cover them up. But it's about a waste of time. Lay there and cover their heads up, like the dead person type deal.
Yeah, I saw the photo that you're referring to.
I said, I didn't know that. Where did that come from?
With Chris, you guys had gone there for a little bit, talked, it was recorded. I don't think we mentioned, but this should also be recorded, which I think you probably assumed already. But he mentioned that he saw her doing some stuff to the kids, and he snapped.
Well, he said, when they had that argument or discussion, whatever, that morning, and he's going ahead and leaving work, he went downstairs and just getting stuff, lunch together, whatever and stuff, and he got some commotion upstairs, nothing about it, and he got the baby monitor sitting on the, this time it's on the bar, right there in the kitchen. And he looked at it, and he seen Shanann on top of Cece, choking her. That's when he ran back upstairs and lost it. By the time we got up there, she was blue, and Chanel was still on her. That's when he said he grabbed her, threw her off of it, and started. He did the same thing to her.
Do you know Chris to have, I wouldn't necessarily call that a mean streak, but an ability to snap like that? Does that seem unusual for him?
Very unusual. I've never seen him get pissed off about anything. When he pretty much laid back like I am, it makes a lot to get me pissed off. Same kind of deal with him.
Do you think,
He loved those children to death.
and obviously we can never put ourselves in that their shoes.
I know.
So
To see that going on and your child and their dad and both your children dead.
Do you think if you were in that situation, do you think you would have tried calling 911?
Well, it says she was already purple or blue or whatever. And that's hard to say what goes through somebody's mind or something like that when you're sitting there looking at your children like that. Hindsight 2020, of course.
Right.
But in the heat of the moment, what's going on, it was already dead.
What else?
You can second guess decisions from day one. As far as what you do, I do, anybody else does. As far as something like that, it's hard to say.
So when you were talking to him, just you and him, he mentioned that he saw her on the baby monitor in the kitchen?
Yeah, downstairs.
Right. So when he was talking to the detective later on,
I think I presume he was in the kitchen. I know they got one downstairs. I don't know one upstairs. I know they got one downstairs.
Okay. So when he was talking to the detectives a little later on, said his story changed, and he was upstairs, and that's when he shot on the baby monitor. And his story has actually changed three, almost 4 times. That's what actually transpired.
No.
Do you think it's possible that he could have harmed the 2 girls?
No. I know how much he cared about them. I mean, he took care of them 24/7. Every time we were down there, he was doing everything, giving them baths, taking them down the time, reading books, everything else. He made them 2 kids.
Were you there when he told detectives where to find the 2 girls?
Yeah.
No.
Fulfilled.
Were you there when he said exactly where? No.
I think he told me what's that like the room we got, I think.
We had said that there's big tanks, big oil tanks there, and you put the girls in one of the tanks.
Yeah, he told me that.
He had told you that when you guys were talking?
Yeah. No, it was in between when Graham and Davey come in there. When they left, I think he was telling me that afterward.
Did he mention why he put them in the tanks versus burying them?
No, he didn't. No, that time he didn't.
What else did he tell you about?
That was about it. That he said he ruined his life, he ruined my life, my wife, his sister, everybody. He said, still think he wish he would have done was call the police then instead of doing what he did as far as, which that makes sense, because in the heat of the moment with everything going on, he was leaving.
And it's very easy for us all to sit here and Monday morning quarterback, and that's not what we're trying to do. Is trying to understand from your standpoint. You know better than anybody.
Yeah.
So what do you think was going through his mind then?
I probably know nobody would believe him. Exactly. No, that's what I would think. That nobody would think he killed all 3 of them. Which I don't think that's possible.
Why not?
From that person I know he is from day one. I don't think he's got it in him to do that. What he ended up doing to her, I could see that. See both his children laying there dead by her hand. And then just losing it, going on.
You said you'd never seen him angry before, you'd never seen him mad?
No, besides playing sports, I ain't never seen him.
Cheap shot,
I've never seen him Get guys talk about anything, though.
Is there anybody in your family have any mental health issues? Aunts, uncles, sister, grandparents, anybody?
Shanann mentioned that he actually told my wife that her mother and her brother both were bipolar, so.
On her side?
Yeah.
Was she on meds for that at all?
Before Shanann. I don't think she ever been diagnosed with that. She was telling my wife that her mother and her brother was bipolar. But there's nothing wrong with her.
Of course.
Of course not.
Everybody living in her.
Yeah. But Chris also told me, he said he don't see how many times that she's, how to be put, unstable. I'm gonna change, flip from one to the other, go off, yell, go crazy and shit.
Did he mention anything about their conversation? I know he said it was about him leaving, or him cheating on her and not admitting it.
Yeah.
But, and when you guys were talking softly and close to each other, did he mention anything specific that he said that he thinks set her off, or anything that sort of triggered it? Because they have this discussion, he leaves, goes somewhere else in the house, and he was just commotion, comes back.
He said he was cussing and saying nephew and F this and all this type of stuff. That's basically what she was saying to him. I guess he said, well, I want to work and get out of here. And that's when she did what she did.
Do you have any reason to doubt Chris's story?
No, I don't. I think that he's been back there how many hours? 6, 7 hours, 8 hours.
He's been back there a while.
His brain's probably fried by now.
So how did you first become aware that she was missing? Did you receive a phone call? How did you first become aware that this situation was going on?
About them missing?
Mm-hmm.
He called me that, was it Monday night?
Monday night, what did he say?
He said, something terrible's going on. He said, Shanann and the girls are missing. Nobody knows where they are and all that stuff going on.
What do you remember him telling you about when they were last seen and any of that type of stuff?
Like I said, the original story, they said that he had left, went to work, and the girl had come and checked on her, wellness call, on her, checked whatever it was, and couldn't find them in the house or nothing. Their car was there, keys were there, phone was there. That type of deal.
That's what he told. That's what he tells you.
Yeah.
And what does she think happened? What does she think happened to Shanann and the kids at that
I
point?
thought she just went off on one of her little things again, just getting back at him.
No, what did he tell you? What did he think was going on?
He didn't know. He thought she just left.
He thought she left?
Yeah, left with somebody else or something.
Did he have any theories on who that was or how they would have left when he was talking to you on the phone? Okay. And then what happens yesterday? You were talking on the phone yesterday?
Yeah, he just told me about the searching the house, all this interrogation, all this type of stuff. And I said, well, I'm going to come on up and just be there with you.
Okay.
Like that.
Did he tell you anything new about what was going on or if anything had been found out or anything like that? Okay. Okay. And when did you make the arrangements to come out here then?
Last night.
Okay. So last night you booked a flight?
Late yesterday afternoon, about 6:30, I was going to work. I booked a flight and went out this morning.
Okay. Well, he picked you up from the airport? What did you guys talk about in the car ride? Did you guys come straight here from the airport?
Straight here, because that's when Graham called him. Right after he picked me up, he said, come by here, so that's when we come straight here.
Okay, and what did she tell you on the way here?
Just what was going on about the cadaver dogs, and they was at the house in with the black lights, looking for blood and stuff like that. Basically, that, and then the interrogation last night and stuff, wherever you went on.
Yeah, well, what did he tell you about where he thinks Shanann and the kids are on the ride here from the airport?
He really didn't mention that. He just wish they could be found or whatever. That's what I was saying anyway.
What was he saying?
Same type thing.
When was the first time you found out that he killed Shanann?
When they asked me to come out there, they wanted to talk to me.
Okay, so he didn't tell you that at the appointment before that, or anything?
I have no clue where it was going.
Okay. When was the first time you found out that he said that Shanann killed the kids?
When I was about there with him.
Okay, so he didn't confide that into you before today, that you witnessed her doing this awful thing or anything like that? Okay. He didn't maintain the entire time that he thought somebody picked him up, is that right?
Yeah, or she left on her own with somebody else.
Okay.
I heard you had mentioned that he wished he had told you sooner when you guys were in there. I mean, and I think you said you wished he would have told you sooner about this.
Don't remember that.
Okay. Okay.
Like you said, I remember he said he wished he would have did all this a long time ago as far as break it off and everything. Unless I don't know what he might be talking about. I don't think that's what he's talking about then. I mean, he said that to me before. That he should have done this a long time ago before I get a separation.
What was his demeanor like when he called to let you know that you said something terrible had happened?
He was tore up.
Was it?
Yeah.
And this was Monday?
Yeah.
2 days ago?
Keep my days straight here.
Yeah. What time travel?
All running together. I ain't got no sleep a couple days either.
So he was also telling some concerned friends not to call the police. That there was nothing to be concerned about, nothing to be worried about, that you probably just talked to somebody else.
And
That seems to be somewhat in conflict with his demeanor when speaking with you. And thought behind that as to why you would be saying one thing to you and saying something else to friends.
That I have no idea.
Okay. What was his demeanor like in the car?
All the way there, he was concerned. All that. He was physically and mentally exhausted probably, and everything, of course, and all that's going on. Like I said, that was the last thing that was on my mind. What's going on now when we was coming over here this morning.
Did he seem to be concerned about all three of them, or was he more concerned about kids? Or?
All three of them.
Yeah. Even though he wasn't, he wanted to separate from Shanann.
Yeah, but he thought we talked about that. I said, well, do you want to move back to North Carolina and stay out here? Like the job and everything here, everything that he's doing here. He's making good money at it. He couldn't make that kind of money, back there turning wrenches and nothing.
What did the baby cause an issue with potentially leaving? Like, did you?
I don't think that had anything to do with it.
He wasn't concerned about it.
If it did, he never mentioned to me about it, no.
No. Had you discussed names or anything with the other?
He had no idea what gender I was.
Did you seem excited at all?
Yeah.
I know you said it
was. He seemed kind of excited, but he said it went both ways. She said he wanted it, he said she wanted it, type deal, so.
Were you guys excited to have another grandkid on the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't only 5, now I got 2.
Sorry.
Alright. I just wrote nothing to do with girl. Yeah. So my wife, so everybody else.
Is there anything you can think of that would cause her to do this aside from just you mentioned some bipolar stuff?
Yeah, just I think I already told y'all this. I said a while back that if you ever caught him cheating on her, he'd come back to him tenfold. But he would give back whatever how she was doing that. I have no idea. That's she was there. I have no idea.
It's a little extreme.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Are you familiar? Have you cheated on her before, to your knowledge?
Not my knowledge. He did. He never mentioned the name.
You had a lot of girlfriends growing up? Yeah.
When seeing her prom, a girl asked him.
Did he say yes?
Yep. Good. He would.
Good.
And then, I don't think they ever really dated that much afterwards, or nothing. Really, he didn't date a whole lot in high school, no.
So, do you think he was shy? Females made him uncomfortable at all, or was it just he was doing his own thing?
He was shy, and he was working on going to school and all this other stuff. Then when he got out of school, like I said, he moved up to Mooresville and NASCAR tech and stuff. And we helped him through that school and stuff. And he moved a couple times, to a couple different roommates and stuff like that. But he just always got to get an education and start making money and stuff.
When he told you that he was going to propose to Shanann, did he tell you why? Like why he loved her, why he wanted to get married to her?
I'm not really going to remember. We were all down at the beach at the same time. We were all on the beach with that, with Myrtle or whatever. So we all had the same condo type thing or a beach house, which they were in part of it, we lived in part of it. And the next day, they told us about it, but they went down on the beach and proposed to her and everything.
Oh, so did you not know about it in bed?
No.
No. No surprise?
It was good.
No good?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
It's not going to piss again. They ain't got this much water because every time we come out here, so make sure to start drinking a lot of water beforehand, so this altitude give you a headache.
That's the truth, man.
The only thing I wasn't clear about is, when was the first time you heard from Chris Lane that he was considering separating with her? Was it 3 weeks ago, or was it before that?
It's about 3 weeks ago, probably, some of that time frame.
Did you kind of imply that it wasn't a surprise, or that he had considered it before? Had he discussed that with you before, or what made you
They
think
ain't
of it?
discussed before, he just said he should have done it, once he did. Tell us about it, he said I should have done this a long time ago, because he said the love and everything's just not there anymore.
Mm-hmm. And had he had conversations with you about that in the past, that things weren't going right? Or was this the first you kind of heard that things were going right?
Yeah.
Obviously, when something happens like this, it's a tragedy all around. And, the one thing that people want to ask is, why something happened.
Yeah.
And, fortunately, that's the one thing we can't. But is there any insight that you can provide to us about, why you think something like this happened? Other than what you already told us, obviously.
Nothing really, like I said, her mood swings and everything else, and I don't know if she just went off that morning, but I think he had told her a few days before that, he wanted to get a separation and stuff, sell the house and stuff. And actually, she had already sent an email to the realtor about selling the house, and which Chris said he called, confirmed it and stuff. Well, she wanted to knew it was coming. And I guess Monday morning, she was train went off for her. And I guess she thought it was going to go away, or they were going to start seeing a counselor or try to change or something. But it's a violent way to.
Did he mention, and this, I know we don't really have time questions left, but did he mention at all that when she came home from her trip, obviously she's pregnant, so she's probably not drunk, but did it seem like she was in a bipolar mood at all? Did it seem like she was on any drugs? Did he mention anything to you about
how she was
unusual? Yeah. I know it was late when she got home.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. You said you wasn't a drug user.
Did you ever become aware that they had possible plans to go for a weekend getaway this weekend or anything like that? You never told anything about that?
That asked us about what she did. They had a thing coming up in October, I think it was, to go to one of these resort things for Lavelle. She told me, like, oh, tag your head, y'all have to come out here and watch kids. I did once when she was down working on it. She was tag your head to. I said, you ask somebody, you don't say, you don't come out here and do it. And then you fly out here and do this shit.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't have a problem at the time with all that stuff. That vacation time left, we still do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I have anything else to ask unless there's something you think we should know that we haven't asked.
I'm thinking about that, Lisa, my brain's not much too right now.
Yeah, I think we're all probably in that place.
Appreciate you sitting down and taking some time to chat with us.
I'm probably to call my wife back, check on her, make sure she, or they want to pick her up to her house.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is she taking it?
Very good.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's it.
I've been lying.
I think so, you have to give a video of how she does, but, I guess it's I'm watching her now. There you go. That's- That's when they're downstairs.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
I just like that, tons of pictures of them.
So as far as the rest of the night, have they told it, do you have a hotel?
I don't want to have to find one yet.
I think it's for that to help you drive you over where you need to go and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing we get. All right, do y'all know, are they taking the trips downtown tonight, or what they're doing, or anything? I'll talk to Graham about that, or?
My assumption is that he'll probably be taken into custody tonight when he booked into Well County Jail, which is up in Greenwood.
It's north and east of here.
30 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
I guess we all information there, so I should be able to see him tomorrow, I presume, right?
Yeah, I would imagine he'll be booked through and all that stuff by then.
Yeah, so the news crew out there now, is this the thing they're gonna start telling what's going on now, or is this still?
Yeah, the bosses are making those decisions, so that's not something we're really involved in. Deciding how and when to put stuff out, so.
I think there'll be a more formal press release tomorrow.
Get the button on there.
Oh, that might not be very good.
You've done this before.
I didn't realize we were locked in there.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out first time, was that there, how the hell you get in there?